What's up guys, Chasing Lamer here with episode number 83 of Welcome to Wroxham, and in today's episode we're facing our rivals Norwich in the Papa John's Trophy because it gives us a chance to look at some of the youngsters, and potentially some of the players we'll have on loan next season because we seem to loan a lot of players from Norwich, despite the fact they're our local rivals. Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. So we are back then and ready to crack on with today's game against Norwich under-21s, and before we get going, of course, we'll have a little look and see what you've missed since the last episode. We played Salford. We beat Millwall 3-1 in the league with goals from Ivan Vega, Rafferty Madel and Ross Inglis. We then had a 3-2 loss to Rotherham with Tony Springer and Fabio scoring. Daniel Ramirez scored our only goal in a penalty shootout win over Wycombe in the second round of the League Cup. And then we lost 2-1 to Forest Green with Tony Springer scoring only goal of the game. With Norwich City now our opponents, I was hoping to get a move on down the calendar after this game, but then we drew Chelsea in the third round of the League Cup. So that'll be Wednesday's episode where we go and see if we can do. Well, I say go. Chelsea are coming to us, so better still. Anyway, let's go see what the team looks like today and see if we can get a result against our rivals, shall we? Now, because we're playing Norwich Sims 21s, Norwich are not far above us, I would say, at this point in terms of quality. They're under 21s, not the strongest side. Their best player is actually Ben Dodd, who is on loan to us. So I thought we'd put out a rotated side and get you to meet some of our younger faces, some of the younger players in the squad. Now, obviously, Randy Straker, you know. However, new to you will be Kareem, who is a Spaniard that we signed from Uwe Olot in Spain, which was a thing for us. He is a decent player all round, quite quick and quite good with the mentals for a player of just 19 years of age. Does need some work on his techs, but such is life. He's played 8 times in our youth team since he joined us and looked respectable. But he's been with us a little while. He joined us last season for 140k and spent last season with his old club, and he was okay for them. So he's going to start for us as a right back today. Alongside him, though, in defence, we have 2 other new debutants. This guy is the first of them, Souleymane Diako, joins us from Génération Foot in Senegal. He is 18 years old and, again, looks very, very good through his physicals, through his mentals. His technicals, again, could use work, but he's 18 years old. That's kind of what you expect of him. And he's playing as a centre-half today because that's kind of what he does best. So that is where we'll find him today. I'm taking full advantage of being able to put out perhaps a slightly or very rotated squad. Alongside him, a fellow Senegalese player. This is Abdou Bassene, who joined us from Diambars FC in the summer. We paid absolutely nothing for him. He's only played 3 professional games in his career. Not quite as good as his compatriot next to him, but he has had 20 caps for the under-20s for Senegal, so he must have quite a big future ahead of him. Again, decent physically, decent mentally. Tex could use some work, but look at that tackling. 17 is just disgusting for tackling for a player at this level, and I think as a ball-playing defender has quite the future. So keep an eye out for Abdou Bassene as we carry on through the save. I believe you met Petrus Dismet last time. Finn Burns, Jamie Cooper-Dunn and Kamari Doyle have been with us for a while. Fren Sharbini, I know you haven't seen yet. He is a right winger from Bosnia who joined us from Mladost after having quite an interesting career there. We paid 400k for him last summer, the summer before last, I should say, and again loaned him back to his club to get another season of football under his belt. But he looks like a really good player. He's playing for us on the right wing today, which is not his strongest position by any stretch of the imagination, really. He's an okay winger, not a great one. Doesn't really have the pace for it, but it was kind of where he fit in the lineup today. So that's why he's done that. He's got 8 under-21 caps and 2 full caps for Bosnia. So this guy, big future for us. He will eventually move into central midfielder as a long-term thing, probably as a Masala, if I'm honest. But for now, we're just putting him on the right wing just to give him a run out, get him some experience because he's not played a first-team game for us yet, and we need to get him some experience. Pablo, you met. He was with us last season. We're actually going to go and let's go have a proper look at Pablo because you've not seen him for a year. He joined us at the beginning of last season. I paid nothing for him, and you saw him in a cup game. That's how I was like, why has he not got an appearance? I know you saw him in that cup game where he scored. He wasn't quite first team ready, but I didn't want to loan him out because I felt like he was going to develop better with us. I mean, he's proved that with his non-competitive appearances so far this season. 12 goals in 7.5 appearances. And frankly, that's a pretty good return from the boy. He is developing. He is getting better. He's very quick, good left winger. I think this is a good chance for him to show us what he can do. Maybe if I get a chance, I'll send him out on loan. I've got him on the development list already. So if we get a good performance out of him today, I hope he'll get some loan bids for him. And up top, another player I don't think you've seen yet. This is Will Lancashire. He's been with us for a few years now. He's been on loan since he joined us, pretty much. We signed him in 27-28. Spent that season on loan at Barnet, where he scored 7 goals in 25 appearances in League 2. Before spending the following season at Port Vale in the National League, 20 goals in 42 appearances. He is getting better, and now he gets a chance to make his first team debut. Again, not strictly speaking a pressing forward, but he does have most of what he needs to pull it off. So hopefully will show us what he can do today and get some big experience. He's played for both North London clubs, so he must have some ability. On the bench, we've got Galeno, Inglis, Dor, Bazare, Maidel, Springett and Ramirez, just in case we do need to send in the big guns. We have the big guns available, so let's go kick this one off and see if we can embarrass our rivals under-21s with our under-21s. So in the dressing room, we're going to say we're favourites for a reason. Make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. Hopefully that'll get some people excited. It didn't, so we'll have to resort to Old Faithful, make the difference, make me proud. And hopefully someone will in fact make the difference and make me proud, as Randy Straker was one of the first people to put their hands up and look a little bit motivated. Our defence looks happy. Our attacking side of the team do not exactly look thrilled, but we should be okay today. I've got a feeling we're going to get a decent result out of this one, and hopefully we will see some strong performances, some players giving us something to think about maybe. We've got a 4-2-3-1 from Norwich's under-21s, which is perhaps a bold move. Obviously the first game of the Papa John's Trophy, so nothing's playable here. It's weird that we're in the northern section. We're playing an East Anglian rival, then we have to go all the way up to the other side of the country to play our last 2 games. Does seem bizarre. Anyway, we're kicking off now, so let's see if we can get the result we want today. Throw in with Kareem now for Wroxham, finds Burns. Burns back to Kareem, finds Cooper Dunn. Cooper Dunn with a cross, looking for De Schmet, finds Doyle. Doyle cuts it back to Bassene. Bassene looked for Sharbini, didn't find him. And now Burns has given the ball away. Howarth gives it away to De Schmet. Very sloppy today, but it's young players. What you expect? Lancashire through to Doyle. Doyle has a pop, and Doughty is there to make the save. And we've looked lively in that first piece of attacking play. I've not had the visualiser up there for ages, and that's a thing we're going to need. So, doing okay so far. Lancashire looking lively. Hopefully the rest of the team will come through and look lively as well. Throwing now with Sharbini. Sorry, corner with Sharbini. I can't even get my words out properly today. So hot here in the UK right now. I cannot put words on it. As Doughty hoofs the ball forward. Kareem doesn't take it because Diaco's obviously called for that one to Kareem now. Kareem forward looking for Sharbini. Sharbini time over the top looking for Pablo. Lancashire to Doyle. Doyle with another pop. And this Lancashire-Doyle combo looks quite lively. They seem to be communicating quite well. Doyle's not having the best game of his life, but he seems to be getting in the right positions, sort of. Just keeps getting caught offside. So hopefully he'll achieve something today. Ball goes over our defence, but De Schmet there to pick it up. Very distracted then. Diaco to Cooper Dunn. Cooper Dunn, plenty of time, finds Sharbini. Sharbini gets his pocket picked by Villalba, and now we're under attack. We need to get back and cover this. Blinkhorn goes back to McAdam to Blinkhorn. Blinkhorn back to Amos. Amos over the top looking for Villalba. Headed back to the goalkeeper. Or headed to the goalkeeper by Villalba. Straker decides he wants it to feet straight away. Goes deep looking for Lancashire, who heads it on to Sharbini. Lancashire's looking very good as they're pressing forward. Getting some good positions, creating some good options. It does get given away though. Now Blinkhorn running at us. Hopefully Finn Burns won't get himself sent off by doing something stupid today, as Kareem gets a header. McAdam through to Abdel Salam, and we've come unstuck very early in this game, and I'm starting to reconsider whether the team I've put out is good enough for beating the under-21s here. It looks like Villalba actually did win the ball in the air there to start that move off, so we can't blame Kareem for that. He's 4'0". He's not really going to win an aerial battle anytime soon, but we do need to buck our ideas up, and I am wondering about whether or not we keep Kamari Doyle on the pitch or if we send in the big guns. So it's half-time. Things have not gone well, and Norwich have kind of drawn first blood in this one. Let's do a come on lads, show a bit of desire. You don't like a team that wants to win. And everyone except Will Lancashire seems fired up from that. Will Lancashire seems demotivated. Let's say you are doing well. You're playing well, keep it up. There you go, he seems pleased, we've saved it. Let's also do some individual shouts at De Schmet and Doyle. A little bit of a go do something different tonight. Maybe make a difference. Sharbini seems angered, which we don't really want. Let's do you have the ability to make a difference today. Good. He seems happy. We saved the dressing room. Good stuff. Right, so second half underway. I am very much looking at moving Sharbini into the middle for Doyle at some stage in the near future, see what he can do there. And De Schmet may well be leaving the game as well. Doughty now on the ball for Norwich. Gives it a big hoof upfield. Hopefully someone will get there. Diaco does. Burns with a rough elbow. I might have to take him off to avoid him getting sent off his play. It's Sharbini on the wing. Sharbini to the byline with a cross. Looks for Pablo, who just heads it over the bar. And some bright spots in this team. There are some worrying grey clouds in this team as well. And I think it's going to be substitution time momentarily. Free kick now. Sharbini to take it, having moved to the central midfield. Looking for, I don't even know who it was, Bassene probably. Bazzaro, one of the subs, who's just come on, wins the ball back though. Sharbini back to Galeno, who's come on at left back. Goes deep, looking for a cross to Maidel. Our subs combining here. Lancashire can't quite get the finish. And Doughty is there to pick up the loose ball, and we very much need to get involved here and start creating something. I'm not quite sure where that creativity is going to come from. Let's fire up the boys, see if that does something. Hopefully there is another goal in this somewhere for us. Free kick now again with Sharbini. Can he do better this time than last time? We're getting the shot on goal camera. That's always a good sign. He has a pop, and it's just come off the post. Could have done so much better with that. It bounces out into touch. The highlight's over. And I'm thinking it may be time to send in one of the big guns. And when I say send in one of the big guns, I think what I am thinking is, do we send in Daniel Ramirez? I think we probably do, because Ramirez has been on goal-scoring form this season. Lancashire's done well, but Ramirez could be a game changer here as Sharbini picks up the ball, looking for Lancashire, heads it to Cooper Dunn. Cooper Dunn through on goal, Doughty with the save, and that's gone out for a corner. And are we going to see the benefit of something at this corner? We are actually going to see the corner. Good stuff. Right, Sharbini taking the corner will hopefully look for someone's head. We're not going to see the corner. They decided against it. Just wanted to show us what he looked like as he was about to take a corner. Apparently, this is not looking good so far. I need to demand more from the boys. Hopefully, we'll get something out of this game. So we're deep into injury time. I've gone very attacking to try and get something to happen, and don't even know if we're going to see another highlight as a result of it, to be honest. But I thought I'd just throw as many men forward as I could. Try and get ourselves a result from this somehow, but that's going to be the final whistle. We've lost to Norwich, which is just shameful. I took a gamble. It didn't go well, but I took a gamble nonetheless, and I don't know what to do. We should have won that match based on chances created. There's no excuse for not doing so. That's a fair assessment. Just no final product there. The build-up play 2 stuff was good. We were in control of the game for large periods. We didn't get the final result. We've kind of got FM'd a lot, which is not the funnest thing that could have happened for us. But, you know, it's the Papa John's Trophy. It doesn't matter a lot. It'd be nice to win it on the way up, but it doesn't matter a lot. It's a trip to Wembley at the end of the day. more than anything, that is the prize for that, because you don't even get anything for winning the trophy, and it's decided to skip us straight on to the next day, which is not terribly helpful. Although I don't know why I need to keep the game running like that, because we all know where we're going to come back, because we had that conversation. So I'll leave it there. We're coming back for the Chelsea game in the League Cup, so join us for that on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get a good result, and if we don't, we play Chelsea. So it all worked out nicely and we'll make some extra cash off of it. Anyway guys, until next time, thank you for watching. I have as always been Chasing Lamely, and I shall see you all very soon. Have a good one.